Okay, I'm going to talk about cayenne pepper really quickly, and then I'm going to show what I've done. Okay, cayenne pepper helps with blood sugar, which is a good thing. So you don't go through that shakiness of craving sugar. That's one reason I like it. The second reason is that it thins the blood and it makes the circulation better for myself. And then I've noticed that I like the way my body feels with it. Um, and like I just feel good taking it. And then also no, it completely takes away or gets rid of allergies. Um, and it speeds up the metabolism and it feels good to the joints. And there's so many benefits of cayenne pepper. There was one video that I saw that said if you put it on your skin on the outside, that it speeds up the healing process of any kind of cut or anything you might get. I don't know if that part of it's true. I've tried it before. I couldn't tell, but I can tell on the inside of my body, I really like the way that I feel. I feel a lot healthier from taking it, so that's the reason why I started growing it in my garden. Now, I previously made a video trying to get this coffee grinder to grind it. I did my first dehydration of the peppers yesterday. The coffee grinder did not work. I don't know if the coffee grinder works or it just doesn't want to grind cayenne pepper. So I'm going to have to go get coffee beans to check that out later and determine what I want to use it for. But I don't really like to drink coffee because coffee does not feel as clean as drinking teas. I don't like the way, maybe a high quality coffee bean could. I don't know. I'll have to try that out. But I prefer tea, whether caffeinated or non-caffeinated. I don't really like the way coffee feels. It's kind of a dirty feeling in comparison to tea, in my opinion. So, that part didn't work. We're going to test this thing out to see if it works later on. So, I use this grinding method, which I have with this thing. What is that called? Let me see if I have kept the box in here. Mortar and pestle, natural granite. Okay, that's what I got a while back because I was going to, I'm kind of just waking up here, but I was going to grind up my eggshells and use it for gardening or feeding my earthworms. I don't remember why I bought this thing. I'm pretty sure it was to grind up eggshells. Anyway, so we use this to grind it down. And I had said that we're learning about the dehydration process of what's going to work best. I previously made another video, which I will post, but overall, to get them down to this dryness, it was about, I would say it took a little more than 7 hours at 170 degrees. I'm going to try that again with keeping the oven closed the entire time and see what that does, and then also cutting the peppers up smaller whenever they're in the oven because I think that speeds things up. I also have a dehydrator, so I'm going to compare which method I like best, but this is an experimental thing, and so that's what we're going with. I got these capsule filling scoops. They're from Capsologist. Okay, I have these vegan empty peel capsules and they're size 0. Size 0. Now it doesn't say on the package, but there are different sizes of these veggie peel capsules, which are milligrams so that you can just scoop it into there based on the size of the capsule. I got size 0. I think I did that because when I started taking these are 500 milligrams. And so I think size 0 is 500 milligrams in that range. So I also have like this grams measuring scale that I can try and get real specific about how much goes in there, but I'm not doing that now. I also have these micro scoopers, which I could get really technical about that, but we're going to just see how the comparison is. This is going to be the first time to taking my own cayenne peppers with no additives, and it says there's no additives in that either, and to see what the difference is. Now, I did not pick any seeds out of it or anything. I just ground it up in here. Okay, so what you do is you take let me just set some right here. The longer end of the capsule, and you can get 2 in here. Like that. Scoop it. Now this is 22 peppers that I dehydrated. I might have lost some of the powder by moving it from the coffee grinder to this mortar bowl. But I will do a count of how many capsules I got from 22 peppers as well. And there are a lot more growing in my garden bed, so it's probably going to be a fair amount. This is the beginning of learning my apothecary. Now I've done skin oils, which I mixed. I put mint leaves and lemon balm leaves and basil leaves in paper bags or boxes, whatever I had laying around, and let them sit for a week or a little less than a week to dehydrate the leaves. And then I ground those up and I put them in olive oil and little mason jars, and I let them set for 6 weeks to get the aroma in there. Then I drained it through cheesecloth and put them into like lotion glass bottles for skin oil. So this is my 4th apothecary thing I'm doing. Now I haven't been using those skin oils, but the symbolism and everything I came up with, I liked. I need to come up with other ideas for lemon balm and mint. I don't really want to be eating lemon balm because of what I read about it being used for anxiety. I rather do things that help my my anxiety with behavior and exercises than I would to be taking any kind of herbs about that. So that's not what I want to do with it. But for as far as the skin goes, I wanted to have some kind of a lemony smell, and that's what I was going for. And also the name balm is like about healing. So anyway, there we have it. Did you see how I did that? Was I holding it up for the camera? Let me push this down a little bit, okay? Now, let's see. You got it? Long ends. Now, don't put the short ends in there. I did that with this other one, and they got stuck in there. So now I have to pull those out. I guess they were both. I just had 4 Instead of like, I thought that you would put that over that, but that's not how you do it. Because it got stuck like that, so. Here we go. Okay, you see that? Then you dip it in here. And since it doesn't get like fully packed down, because I don't have enough powder in here left, I'm using this scooper to add more and squish it down in there. Now, I could also, if I wanted to sprinkle this cayenne pepper on food, or just put it in a jar to keep the spices. It says that on the internet, it says that cayenne pepper lasts in storage for a year. So that would apply to saving the peels, I suppose, or the capsules, and also to saving spices. Now, I wonder if that is applicable to all spices, which you would get at a store, about what the lifespan is on them, because I have some spices that are getting really old because I don't use them very much. So I just wonder about that. When does things lose its properties? Okay, and I will get better at this. This is my first time doing it. Learning. Good health. Good education. Okay. Well, that's all I'm going to show right now. I'm going to do a little essay on this and write out my instructions and post my videos with it. But anyway, that's how I did it. That's how many so far I've got. Let's count these real quick. Let's see here. I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 so far. There's a little bit left. I could probably get more out of there. I'll write my count of how much I got in my essay. So, good day. Apothecary getting started. I love you. You know who. I love you. You know who.